I show a quorum. I think we have 9 of 11 members.
Okay, then let's go ahead and call the, let's see, we'll call this July 9th, 2020 meeting of the AMATS Technical Advisory Committee to order. It is now 2:31 p.m. And Craig, can you do roll call, please?
Yes, Mr. Van Hove. Present. Mr. Stitching. Ms. Kilcoyne.
Present.
Mr. Lindemood. Mr. Lindemood appears to be there, but he's on mute. Ms. Acton. Sorry, I'm present.
Present.
Amy is there. Ms. McNulty said she was on a call. I don't see that she's finishing up a call and should be joining us soon. Up there now. Mr. Linnell. Present. Mr. Rebuffo. Here. Mr. Colhans. Here. Mr. Alini. Present. And Mr. Krabs, our chair, is here. We have a quorum, more than a quorum.
Thank you. So let's see, next on our list is the public announcement, is that correct?
That is correct.
So can we ask you to do that, Mr. Lyon?
Do that. All AMATS committee meetings are open to the public. The public is always provided an opportunity to comment at each meeting. If we have a business item, we'll have a presentation by staff or a consultant. After that, the committee will be invited to discuss the item, and then the public is invited to comment. Again, we have offered the public the opportunity to dial in, and I believe we are doing this via Teams Live, so we should be have a couple opportunities, but I have not heard the public being on. I don't see any numbers on here that I don't recognize, so we'll check that when we get there.
Okay, thank you. Can I get an approval of the agenda, please?
Steve Rebuffalo, I'll second.
Could you repeat who moved, please?
Ken.
Oh, thank you, Ken. Okay, anybody, do we have any changes? Okay, are there any objections to the adoption of the agenda? Okay, the agenda is approved. And we are on to item 4, approval of the meeting minutes. So we have the May 14th, 2020 minutes for approval.
This is Todd Van Hope, move to approve the 14 May meeting minutes.
Thank you, Todd.
Brad Lindemood.
Thank you. Any changes to the minutes? Anyone have any changes? Okay, are there any objections to the adoption of the minutes? Okay, hearing none, the May 14th minutes are approved. And we are moving right along to item 5, action items.
Mr. Chair, we actually have 2 sets of minutes there for approval, so we have the June 11th.
Oh, man, you're killing me. Okay.
Keeping you on your toes.
Sorry about that. So we're back on 4. My apologies. We are looking to approve the June 11th, 2020 minutes.
And Steve Rebuffalo, I'll move to approve. Todd Van Hope, I'll second.
Thank you. Are there any changes? Does anybody have any changes to the minutes? The June 11th minutes? Okay. Are there any objections to adopting the June 11th, 2020 minutes? Okay, hearing none, those are also approved. Now we can go on to 5, correct?
That is correct, sir.
Thank you. So we are at 5A. Mr. Lyon, do you want to give us a rundown of this, please?
Love to. I will give you my description, and anyone else who is on, whether it's someone from DOT, et cetera, who wants to fill in the blanks, welcome to do so. But basically, we have some changes that we need to make sure that we get the O'Malley Road finished up, rocking and rolling, all that wonderful stuff. And so that's the basic change in Table 2. We're reflecting an increase in the O'Malley Road reconstruction Phase 2 and balancing that with the TDM projects. As you remember, there's a project in there for implementation of TDM, and we're just tweaking that a little bit to make sure we get O'Malley Road finished and balance it out, and also some balancing in the pavement replacement program. And then in Table 7, the pavement replacement projects, we're just updating that. These are some changes that we had in the amendment that's out right now, but we're going to make these in here so we can get hopefully get some of these pavement replacement ones started on this year. There is, however, if you look at the pathway and trail projects that are listed, I inadvertently put Eagle River Road in there twice. The one that's from Old Glen Highway to Firehouse Lane, that's a pathway and trail project. The reality is we actually, it's my understanding that we don't, I think it's been done recently, so we don't even need it on there once. I put it on there twice, just to make sure that someone tried to catch my mistake, but no one can tell except for Aaron, so. But he catches everything.
Every surfacing has already been done, right?
So there you go. So we'll delete that off the memo when we send it to the policy committee. So, and that's really it. Just to make sure we get O'Malley done this year and get some pavement replacement ones that we can get working on. So, happy to answer questions between us and DOT.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody from the committee have any questions or comments on this? Okay. So the public was invited to comment by notifying us of their desire to comment on request. I think no requests were received. Is that correct?
I did not receive any requests, so not sure. I don't think anyone's online or calling in here. Don't see anybody in the chat or anything. So Aaron, unless you've seen somebody, I think we're comments right now.
Is there anyone on with the policy committee on that would want to comment on it? Do we have anybody from the policy committee on?
I don't see anybody.
Okay. Aaron would like to wait just a few minutes here, pause for a little bit, just in case someone jumps on the chat here and wants to make a comment. So we'll give it a few seconds.
Just so everyone knows, hi, this is Aaron with AMATS. On Teams Live, we have about a 30-second delay between actual Teams meeting and what the public is seeing on Teams Live. So if we can give them about 30 seconds to see if anyone has any questions or comments, I'd appreciate it.
Through the chair, this is Jim Amundson from the Alaska DOT. I would add the additional factoid of the reason we're adding additional pavement preservation projects is frankly we've delivered most of the ones that were on the list to begin with. That's why we're adding new ones.
That's great.
Thank you, Jim.
No one's,
Fill the void.
no one's commented.
Okay, I think we're good with, we're not getting any comments in the chat, so what's the will of the committee on this item?
This is Craig. What we're asking the committee to do is recommend to the policy committee that they approve this administrative modification number 3. Administrative modifications do not require a public comment period, and they just get up to the policy committee for approval from there.
This is Shayna Kilcoyne. I move to approve that we recommend to the policy committee, they recommend approval of modification number 3 to the policy committee.
Oh, this is
Did I try that again, or was that clear?
Worked for me. I think I heard Mr. Alini seconding it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, so are there any objections to the approving the motion? Okay, hearing none, the motion is approved. Okay, Craig, do we have any other action items?
No, sir.
Excellent. Okay, moving on to project and plan updates. Are there any updates?
None that I know of.
Okay, great. Then moving on to general information updates. Are there any general information updates?
Nothing at all that I can think of.
Okay, great. It looks like we are down to the floor is open for comments from the committee. Any comments from the committee? Okay, then I think we're going to go on to item 9, which is adjournment. Thank you all for participating. The meeting's adjourned at 2:42 p.m. Thank you.